Cincinnati. It's known as the Queen City. But here behind me, we have what's called the heart of the city, Fountain Square. It's a social hub for everybody of all ages. Now, it might be a little bit quiet here, but on a typical Friday summer night, it's going to be busy with salsa on the square and live music and drinks. However, is that even the case? Do people in Cincinnati really truly care about Fountain Square, or is it just another part of the city? As you can see, there's no one even using the space right now. What if Fountain Square really isn't the heart of the city? Sure, people might recognize it, but if you take Fountain Square away from the city, does anything really change? Based on this video, you'd think sure, take away Fountain Square. If no one's even using it, why do we have it? Traffic around the square can be confusing, can cause a hardship for those people just trying to get home from their day. But what if there's more to Fountain Square than what you're seeing? To try and figure out just how people viewed Fountain Square, I asked my friend his opinion on the space. Alright sir, what's your name?
My name is Bo Vitale.
Bo, where are you from?
I'm from New Windsor, New York.
What brought you all the way from New York down to Cincinnati?
I'm actually a transfer student at the University of Cincinnati. This is my third year here, and I actually had family who moved out here, and they convinced me to look at the school and explore this as an option.
Bo, do you have anything like Fountain Square in New York?
I think the big thing is that we have Times Square, so obviously it's a little bit bigger, but that's the closest thing that I would say kind of resembles the whole idea behind Fountain Square, what it represents to Cincinnati.
So what do you think of Fountain Square? Do you think it's just here? Do you think it's a social gathering? What is your opinion on Fountain Square?
When I think Fountain Square, I honestly always think of it as like a geographical thing where people kind of always relate different places in Cincinnati to Fountain Square as to where they are directionally. In regards to the social atmosphere, I look at it as kind of more of a business setting. It's not really a place that I intend on coming to on a Friday night or something like that, but I do believe that it adds an important aspect to the city of Cincinnati.
Earl brings up a good point. Sure, Fountain Square has importance in Cincinnati, but is it only important because it's a symbol of Cincinnati? Actually, Fountain Square is a pretty popular spot. Sure, it might be dead some days and people only using it to get from point A to point B, but when the weather's nice or there's an event going on, people come out in groves to come see what Fountain Square has to offer. What's great about Fountain Square is something I began to realize the more and more I filmed down there. Fountain Square welcomes everybody. It's a public place. Don't want to spend any more money on your night out? Sit down at one of the many tables Fountain Square has to offer and strike up a conversation with your friend, or even a complete stranger. Want a bite to eat? Not a problem. There's over a dozen restaurants all within a block of Fountain Square and are accessible to almost any budget. Want to fix your sweet tooth? Fountain Square has you covered there too. Just head down to the Graders just to the right of the square. So sure, Fountain Square might not be as big of a symbol as the Red Stadium or say the Bengals Stadium. But what Fountain Square does have is bigger than both of those. It offers a fun, inviting space with lots of dining options and the occasional event such as salsa on the square in the summer or even ice skating in the winter. It gives people the chance to sit down and simply enjoy what the city has to offer. So if you're coming to Cincinnati, or if you're a resident here, stop by Fountain Square. Have a bite to eat. Enjoy the time with friends. And just sit back and relax for once in a while, because life can be so busy. If you're coming here, and the music's playing, make sure you're dancing like nobody's watching, or you're getting that perfect selfie by the fountain, even if it takes 10 minutes.